No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and now it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Smith.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. On third down, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now here comes Kansas City. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On first down, it's Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Now Balaj. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Balaj, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key third down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in with Gillislee. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Gillislee, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, here's Smith. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Smith on third down. 20. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Smith now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Right.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Buying time, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Jackson on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Duke Dawson. First of his career. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
After the interception, here's Jackson. There's the first NFL catch for DJ Shark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Now Jackson on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll run here with Bilal. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Everyone's got four down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2. There, and it's third down. They run it with Delage. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The final shot here before break. Smith is going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now Jackson on 2nd down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. on 1st and 10. It's Jackson looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On 1st down, Smith. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Duke Dawson. First of his career. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
17, guys. Check him out.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Jackson. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Balaj. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Jackson to throw on second down. McConley's getting it over to Miller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. He's to the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on second down. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On! Alert! 3 down! 52. 35.
To throw on second down. Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Smith taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
And they'll go on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to find Conley. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Leopard!
Toss play to Balaj, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go.
He'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Smith. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Rodgers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. To the air again, Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like